next cell organelle is the plastid. Okay, now plastids are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Okay, so plastids are double membrane bound structures, pigmented. Leucoplast is not pigmented, the other two are pigmented, and they are only found in plant cells and not in animal cells, and they carry their own DNA. Okay, so coming to the first one, so let me write down the types here: chloro, chromo and leuco. Okay, so these are the three types. We will discuss three in details and also their functions. So starting with chloroplast, this is the structure or the internal structure of the chloroplast. As you can see that the chloroplast also has two membranes, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Okay, and the space between these two membranes, there is a space between these two membranes. Okay, this space is known as periplastidial space. It is there in your book, periplastidial space. Okay, moving on to the other parts of the chloroplast. The next one is the stroma, or also known as the matrix. Okay, so matrix for anything can be the base of any structure. We have also studied in the structure of mitochondria that there is a matrix, that means the base of mitochondria. Here also in the structure of chloroplast, the stroma or matrix is a transparent, clear and homogeneous structure which is present inside the inner membrane. Okay, inside the inner membrane, and it contains about 50% of chloroplast proteins, ribosomes, DNA, RNA, vitamin E, K and other types of ions. Next, moving to the thylakoid. Our next structure or the next component of chloroplast is thylakoid. So thylakoid are these coin like structures. Okay, single, each one of them is known as thylakoid. Okay, and they are the actual structures where the process of photosynthesis takes place. So these thylakoids, each one of them are thylakoids, right? So this one is a thylakoid, this one is a thylakoid, this is another thylakoid. So all these thylakoids are arranged one above the another in like it is looking like a stack of coin, right? So they are arranged like that, and this whole stack of consisting of this many number of thylakoids is known as granum. Okay, granum. So this single one is a thylakoid, this whole stack is known as granum, and these granum are connected with each other. As you can see, there are the connections between two grana, two or more grana. There are connections. So those connections are known as lamella, or also known as stroma lamella. Okay, stroma lamella or lamella. Okay, so this granum is the main functional unit of chloroplast, because as I have said, chloroplast is the unit where photosynthesis actually takes place. Okay, so within the chloroplast, where exactly the process of photosynthesis takes place, within this granum, so granum is a singular and grana is the plural. Okay, I hope the structure of chloroplast is clear to you. Now coming to the functions of the chloroplast, as I have already discussed that the main function of chloroplast is to perform the process of photosynthesis, which occurs in this grana or granum. Okay, so the main function is to perform photosynthesis. Other functions of chloroplast include synthesis of carbohydrate and protein and also ATP. Okay, so the main functions or the overall functions are photosynthesis, synthesis of carbohydrate, synthesis of protein. So now we are done with chloroplast, right? So we have discussed what is chloroplast and how it helps the plant. Mainly the function is photosynthesis. The next type of plastid that we will discuss is chromoplast. Okay, the word chromoplast is derived from the Greek word chroma. Okay, chroma means color. Okay, so and placin means to form. So here something or the other is formed in case of plastids. So here the main point of chromoplast is they will contain some or the other color other than green, because green has been occupied by chloroplast, and chromoplast consists of plastids which are mainly red or yellow or orange or brown in color. Okay, so as you can see, contains carotenoids which are either red, orange and yellow pigments, and they are mainly found in flowers and fruits, which give the color to the colorful petals of the flowers and also different fruits. And the principal, as I said, the principal function of chromoplast is to give color to the flower and other parts of the plants and also to fruits. And as you all know that insects get attracted by the colorful flowers, and thus pollination takes place. So it also plays an indirect role in pollination, and thus also in dispersal of fruit and seed. Moving on to the last category of plastid, that is leucoplast. Again, the word leucoplast is derived from the Greek word leuco, okay, which means white. So as you can understand also from this picture, you can understand that this plastid does not contain any color and hence white in color. Okay, and these their main function is to store food material in the form of carbohydrate, lipid and protein, and they are mainly found in the regions of plants where which do not receive any sunlight. Okay, and they are white in color, that means they do not contain any pigment, and their main function is to store food. As you can see here, it is also written that used to store starch, and they can also store lipid and protein. Okay, so now we will discuss about the types of leucoplast. Okay, so we have discussed the structure and function of chloroplast. Chromoplast also we have discussed, and now leucoplast also we have discussed that we know that it does not contain any pigment, and it is mainly found even in those areas of the plant where sunlight does not reach. Okay, so now we will discuss about the types of leucoplast. Okay, as you can see, there are three types of leucoplast. First one is the amyloplast, next one is the elioplast, and the third one is the proteinoplast. So amyloplast is the first one. The amyloplast is the type of leucoplast that synthesizes. Its main function is to synthesize and store starch. Okay, starch or carbohydrate. So amyloplast synthesizes and stores starch in the endosperm, tubers and cotyledons of the plant. Okay, next one is the elioplast. What is its main function? Its main function is to store lipids, synthesize and store lipids. Okay, third one is a proteinoplast, and from the name only you can understand it stores and it synthesizes and stores proteins within the within itself. Okay, So these are the three types of leucoplast: amyloplast, elioplast, and proteinoplast. And their main functions are also I have discussed, and you all have to learn the differences between these three. Okay, chromoplast, chloroplast, and leucoplast. You will find it in your book, and I hope you will have no more problem from this portion.